do you remember any people responding in really positive or really negative ways to appearing on Robot Chicken?
Some of my favorite moments, and I think you remember this. We aired a sketch where Optimus Prime was, you know what I'm talking about?
Of course, yeah.
Optimus Prime was teaching people about being aware of prostate cancer. And
Yeah, Optimus Prime is diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like a public service announcement. And so it aired on Sunday.
But the very end of it is he's like, we had a lot of fun talking about cancer, right, guys? Now, as a transformer, I have no internal organs and clearly can't contract a biological disease, but you can. So get your ass checked out.
And the next day, the American Cancer Association
Specifically the Prostate Cancer Association, they were
called us and said they wanted to use Optimus Prime as their spokesman.
They're like, prostate cancer gets such a bad rap. We think it would be so valuable to have such a trusted public figure like Optimus Prime.
Their website spiked 300% according to them.
Yeah.
And we had to explain
You're
to
welcome.
them that we don't own Optimus Prime.
And he has no ass.
So that was one of my
He has a tailpipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Which doubles as an ion weapon if you know the brand.
Have you considered doing any public service announcements for other types of cancer?
All the time.
Yeah, we're gonna solve cancer, guys. You know, people always say that making Robot Chicken isn't like curing cancer, but we want to change that.
We're gonna prove you wrong. We'll have the last laugh when we cure your cancer, America.
Breck and I are starting a Kickstarter tomorrow.
We need like $8.
We're pretty sure that this one's gonna do it. All those other cancer
We're pretty
research
sure you can
foundations.
cure cancer with ice cream. So
Just drink a ton of orange juice.
no, that's not really how you
Please,
cure cancer.
please don't try and cure cancer like that.
Seriously,
Absolutely
go see a
take the
doctor,
drugs.
get
Yeah,
cancer.
get the chemotherapy.
Yeah.
I've been really curious to learn more about if there are any innovations that have been made in stop motion, like since you guys started.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the most immediate tech. You go. One of the things that happened even on our time just using it is the ability to see what you're shooting. So people don't realize this, but when all of the original stop motion was pioneered, it was on film, and the technique is, breaking down an actual second of film into frames, and depending on how you shoot.
lost them.
I know, right? Sorry, guys. I promise it'll be more exciting. We'll show more clips.
Yeah. So you guys talking about stop motion?
I don't care about math. I didn't come here. But you're talking about science. You're talking about math. I'm out of here.
You bring back The Walking Dead, you sons of bitches.
Where's Michonne?
Jesus Christ.
I want to swing that katana.
Yeah.
Come on.
If I don't see a walker, I'm out of here.
You are not on my zombie
I
squad.
didn't come to New York to hear about stop motion. Kiss this stop motion side of my ass.
Grab this frame by frame.
Or they literally have cancer. And they go to the doctor.
They're like, I'm very offended. I should
Yeah.
check up.
You still haven't answered the
Right,
question.
sure. So when things like Clash of the Titans or Jason and the Argonauts were filmed, they were filmed on actual film, and the animators had to use measuring tape to estimate the distance between the lens and the object which they were moving frame by frame. And that's why it always looks like a little stupid, because you're guessing in every step. So since we started making it, there was a device called a lunchbox. It looked like an old metal lunchbox. And that was a frame grabber that let you see the sequence you were shooting as you were shooting it.
You could toggle back and forth for the
It
scene
seems like
before.
it seems like a small innovation, but it's led to an incredible smoothness of movement and a lot more dexterity on the part of the animator to be able to, do something that's not just moving. It has a subtlety of implied human emotion.
And then they get the freedom to add. I mean, a lot of times we write the scripts and then you'll see it on the day, and it's like, oh wow, the animators added a little tip of the hat or something. I remember Jason Voorhees did something, and they added just a little like kind of mopey moment, a little shuffle that they couldn't have done back then because they just wouldn't know with the measuring and all that. So it really helps them add to the comedy and make our sketches make us look better.
And then just in the time that we've been doing the show, there's been other technological advancements, us being able to shoot completely on digital. There being compositing programs so that you can see in real time if you're going to merge a set with another set or character. You're able to achieve more ambitious artistic visions because of all the advances in technology.
Are there new shows and movies coming out that you're really excited to include in Robot Chicken?
Punched my mic pack off.
Yeah, that's right.
Hit me so hard the mic pack came off.
Wait,
boy.
you're wired? What? Who the fuck? Became real dark real quick.
Yeah.
Donnie Brasco. at
Should
the
have just
Paley
left the
Fest.
tip, Brecken.
As far as other properties, you know, it's fun because we bring on new and younger writers each season. And it's because when we started, it was like the nostalgia for the 80s. And that was our year of trying to have fun with. And now we bring people on who are teaching us about properties that we don't know as well. And we have to either look up or really do research on. So like
helps
this
keep us
season,
current.
Yeah, keeps
like,
you young.
We just did this Overwatch sketch that is coming out, I think, this week or something, and it is blowing up online, which for us, I don't think any of us knew what Overwatch was.
I barely know what it is.
The sketch is really
Still
a
don't.
comment about the growth of esports
Yeah.
and the way that esports is eclipsing actual, athletic sports as a moneymaker, not just in the
Athletic
U.S. but
sport, that's-
internationally. You know what I'm saying?
you're
Yeah.
right.
And the whole joke of the sketch is it's our nerd character talking about how the nerds are dominating the planet with, Endgame being the highest money-making thing of all time and video games being, on ESPN, or at least the Ocho, and no sports fans in here. These may well be our people.
I think they're on TBS too. They put them on TBS, right? Yeah.
And just the idea that what it is to be a nerd or what it is to be a genre enthusiast has kind of evolved, whereas those likes, those tastes were the very things that got my ass kicked every day in school. Now it's viable for anybody. And so the sketch is really about that more than it's about Overwatch, but in it, there's a lot of nod to how cool and popular Overwatch is.
I still don't know what it is.
And he's a writer.
I just haven't Googled it yet.
So you didn't write that sketch,
I
I'm
did not
assuming?
write that. I'll say I did, but I didn't. I'll say I wrote every sketch. It's just easier that way.
What
No
are
one looks it up.
Yeah.